Hi students, myself Sadesh Kumar Kondidala, Assistant Professor, School of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Vignan's Foundation for Science, Technology and Research, Guntur. In this video, I would like to discuss about the chemistry of drugs acting on endocrine system. So as we know that endocrine system means those systems which are present in the body that can able to produce the hormones. Okay, so they can release the hormones into the systemic circulation. So by releasing these hormones, these systems can perform the different types of biological functions. That means the endocrine system will produce the hormones so that are useful for performing the different types of biological activities. When you see the chemical nature of these hormones, that means the hormones comes under the different types of biomolecules like proteins, amino acids, steroids, peptides, etc. To know the actions of the drugs which are acting on these type of steroidal hormones, we should know the chemistry of steroids. By watching this video, student could understand the nomenclature, stereochemistry and metabolism of steroids, and they can know the chemistry, mode of action and structural activity relationship of sex hormones, and finally they could know the chemical synthesis properties and pharmacological uses of some selected sex hormones. The contents of this video includes introduction to the steroids, nomenclature, stereochemistry, biosynthesis and metabolism of steroids, classification of the sex hormones, mechanism of action, structural activity relationship, and adverse effects of sex hormones, and finally we are going to discuss about the synthesis, properties and pharmacological uses of some important sex hormones. Let us see one by one. Here the endocrine system is nothing but it is a biological system which can able to produce the hormones or chemical transmitters into the bloodstream or plasma. So these chemical transmitters or hormones, when they are present in the plasma or blood, they will travel to the site of action and shows their action at that site. The components which are involved in the endocrine system includes hypothalamus. This hypothalamus will control the hormones released from the pituitary gland. In addition, it can control the water balance, sleep, temperature, appetite and blood pressure. And second one is a pineal gland, so which can release the melatonin hormone. And pituitary gland, so this pituitary gland. And third one is a pituitary gland, which will control the many functions of the other endocrine glands. Fourth one is a thyroid and parathyroid glands, so they can control the body's metabolism and they are also controlling the calcium levels in our body. And fifth one is a thymus gland, so which is useful which will function against the infections and destroys the abnormal cells. And sixth one is the adrenal gland, so this gland will produce the hormones like corticosteroids and epinephrine. Seventh one is a pancreas, it can produce the insulin and glucagon. Eighth one is the ovaries, it can produce the female sex hormones like estrogen and progesterone. In males it is the testes, it can produce the testosterone and sperm. So these are the components of endocrine system. That means all these components will produce the hormones, and that hormones will shows different types of biological functions at specific site of action when they are entering into the systemic circulation. So the hormones which are produced from these 8 type of components are different types like peptides, amino acids, steroids and proteins. So first we will discuss about the hormones which are related to the steroids. So for that reason we should know the chemistry of the steroids. So what is meant by steroid and its chemistry. The hormones which are produced from the endocrine system are categorized into 4 structural groups. So they are nothing but the peptides and proteins, steroids, amino acid derivatives, fatty acid derivatives. So examples are eicosanoids. Okay, so these are the 4 major classification of the hormones which are produced in the endocrine system. And in this, first we are going to discuss about the steroids. Steroid hormones or the drugs which are acting on the steroidal hormones. So for that, first we should understand what is meant by steroid and what is the chemical nature of these steroids. So let me discuss the chemistry of the steroids. Steroids are a class of natural or synthetic organic compounds. They are having the characteristic molecular structure having the 17 carbons. That 17 carbons are arranged in a ring system. That means all 17 carbons are arranged in 4 rings. So out of that 4 rings, 3 are the 6-membered rings and 1 is the 5-membered ring. So these 3 rings are 6-membered rings and the D ring, this one is the 5-membered ring. The steroid name is derived from the sterol and these are widely distributed in animals and plants. So the sterols are widely distributed in the plants and animals. The steroids having the basic molecule that is a 1,2 cyclopentophenanthrene. So this is the basic moiety which is present in the all types of the sterols. The basic moiety which is present in the all sterols are nothing but 1,2 cyclopentophenanthrene. So this moiety is the 1,2 cyclopentophenanthrene. So this is the basic moiety of all sterols. This steroid group includes the sex hormones, adrenocorticosteroid hormones, bile acids, sterols of vertebrates and hormones of insecticides, many other physiologically active substances and many other physiologically active substances of animals and plants. So these are the group of sterols. Among all types of steroids, they are vary or differ from one another in the nature of the attached groups, position of the groups and the configuration of the steroid nucleus. That means so each and every type of steroid having a specific nature of the steroid group, position of the group and configuration of the steroid nucleus. Any slight modifications of the molecular structures of the steroids may lead to the remarkable change in the biological activity of these steroids. So here we can see the different types of basic molecules of the steroids. So that means all the steroids are derivatives of all these types of the basic molecules. So first one is a guanine. So it is a fully saturated 4-membered ring system. And in case of esterane, it is having the methyl group at this position. And in case of aldosterone, 2 methyl group substitutions. In case of pregaine, so along with the 2 methyl substitutions, it is also having the ethyl substitution to this 5-membered ring. In case of choline, aliphatic chain is extended and it is further extended in case of cholesterol. So when you see in the nomenclature of steroids, nomenclature means naming system, how the steroids are named. In older days, for naming the steroids, they will use the systemic names. That means based upon the rings which are present in that, or how many rings or how many carbons are present in the steroid moiety. So they are giving these some names. So that are called as the systemic names. But nowadays we are using the IUPAC approved naming system. IUPAC named approved naming system, that is nothing but the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So this is the one of the union and the names which are approved by this union are used in nowadays. For when you observe this sterol, so it consisting of 4 rings. So out of these 4, 3 are the 6-membered ring and 1 is a 5-membered ring, and to this 5-membered ring there is a aliphatic side chain is attached. And when you see in the numbering of this sterol, so it will start from the first ring, that means from the A ring onwards. So it is numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, next 6, 7, 8, 9, next 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that means the carbons which are present in the ring systems are sequentially numbered. The next number is given to the methyl substitution to the rings. So there is so 18 is given to this methyl group. Next 19. Then it is continued to the aliphatic side chain, that means 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that means here it is a branch. So that means here it is a branch And when there is a branching to the one carbon in the aliphatic chain, so that is denoted as the 24 superscript 1, 24 superscript 2, 25, 26, 27. Is there any substitutions to the rings? Then it is named as the 28 and 29. And in case of branches to the aliphatic carbons, that means, so here we can find at the 24th carbon there is a branching, and that are denoted as the 24 superscript 1, 24 superscript 2. So like that they are giving the numbering. And the rings which are present in the sterols are designated as ring A, B, C and D. So this is the numbering of the sterols. So that means if any, so that means this is the standard numbering procedure for the sterols. And when you see in the substitutions above the plane, so I think you know about the planes. So that means it consider this one as a plane, and when it is a above plane, so that means when you see in the configurations, so I think you know well about the configurations, cis and trans configurations. So in that, so consider this one as the plane, and if the substitution is above the plane, then it is denoted as the beta configuration. So it is denoted as the beta. That means, so in your structure it is denoted as the dot line. And if the substitution is below the plane, so then it is denoted as the dotted lines. So they are denoted as the dotted lines, and it is designated as the alpha. Name of these sterols are designated as the alpha. So that means if the substitution is above the plane, then it is designated as the beta sterols, and if the substitution is below the plane, then the sterols are designated as the alpha sterols. And if there is any unknown configuration, that means we don't know the substitution whether it is the above the plane or below the plane, then it is represented as the waveform. So it is represented as the waveform. So like this, and that type of sterols are designated as psi. So like above the plane substituted sterols are designated as the beta sterols, and below the plane substituted sterols are designated as the alpha sterols. So here unknown conformation substitution sterols are designated as the psi sterols. Psi sterol. Okay. So we know that numbering of the sterols, so that starts from the first ring, that is from here onwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that we started the numbering, and it will continue, and there is a standard procedure for giving the numbering. And if there is any missing of the substitution in this numbering, for example this methyl group is missed, so that means some types of sterols doesn't having this methyl group, then the numbering of the sterols are not changed. So we are not representing this number. Okay, so the remaining will be same. So that means here it is the 19. So this 19 is not represented, and remaining 20, 21 will be represented. So the designated numbers are retained as such if they are present or absent. And when you see in the names of some of the sterols, they are mentioned as a NAR. So let us see in which type of situations they are mentioned the NAR. So when there is a missing of methyl group in the aliphatic side chain, in that situation they are mentioned as the NAR. NAR, which is preceded by the number of that substituent. The number of the methyl substituent to the aliphatic side chain is nothing but the 21. So which is denoted as the NAR, preceded by the number of substituent group is missing. So that means, so the methyl group which is attached to this aliphatic side chain is numbered as 21, and after this we will mention the NAR. So here we can observe the methyl group which is attached to this aliphatic side chain having the number 21. So for that reason, if it is missing in a particular sterol, then that sterol is represented as the 21 NAR in its chemical name. And in the same way, if the steroid doesn't having the or not possessing any type of angular methyl groups, so these angular methyl groups means these methyl groups. So these methyl groups are considered as the angular methyl groups. If they are not present in the particular sterol, then they are also represented as NOR preceded by the number. Like for example, it is 18 NOR. If this methyl group is missing, then it will be written as 19 NOR in its chemical structure. And in the same way, is there any contraction of the rings which are present in the sterol? Contraction means reducing of the ring number. The 6-membered ring is converted into 5-membered ring. In that situation also, we will mention the NOR preceded by the letter of the designated ring. Letter of the designated ring. These rings are represented as A, B, C and D. So A ring is constructed. So that 6-membered ring is constructed into 5-membered ring. That's why we mentioned A NOR in the chemical name of this particular sterol. So that means for mentioning the NOR, there are 3 reasons. First one is the methyl group which is substituted to the alpha side chain is missing. So in that case, we'll mention the NOR preceded by the number of methyl group. And the second one is angular methyl groups. If the angular methyl groups are missing, so any one of the angular methyl group is missing, in that situation also we will mention the particular methyl group number, then after NOR. And third one is a construction rings. So that means ring construction. Third one is a ring construction. That means if the ring is subjected to construction, and that situation will mention the NOR preceded by the letter of that designated ring. Okay. In case of HOMO, so that means previously we discussed about the NOR. So we'll see in which situations we are mentioning HOMO in the chemical structures of sterols. Okay. So the HOMO is represented when there is a ring enlargement. So if there is any enlargement of the rings which are present in the sterols, in that situation we will mention the HOMO preceded by the letter of the ring which is subjected to enlargement. So when you see in this example, the B ring is subjected to enlargement. So we will mention the B HOMO. So this is the pregnant moiety, that is a 5-beta pregnant. B ring is enlarged in this moiety. For that reason it is represented as B HOMO 5-beta pregnant. Next, the term SECO. So when we mention this SECO in the chemical name of steroids, if there is any breaking of rings which are present in the sterols, in that situation, so that means some of the situations like when you add the hydrogen atom to each terminal group of the steroid, so in that case the rings are broken. In that situation we will mention the SECO preceded by the number showing the position of the bond breaking, bond which is subjected to breaking. Here the position of the bond which are having the numbers are nothing but 2, 3. So the 2, 3, then after we will mention the SECO. So in this way we will represent the SECO in the chemical name of sterols. If the steroid consisting of 3-membered ring, this one 3-membered ring, then we can mention the cyclo preceded by the number of position concerned, preceded by the number of position concerned. So here then it will be written as 5-cyclo in its chemical name.